Okay. Hopefully now you can hear me. Or at least it says it's good. I'm sorry if I'm... Oof, man, this thing is really whitewashing me. Frame loss too? Dang it. Alright, but we got audio now, right? Mic check, echo, echo. Alright, is it coming in echoed or is it decent? Yeah, I know. Representing Scott there. Skip frames, 32% over last 2 minutes. That's pretty sad. Alright, no more echo. Okay, good. Alright, so... I don't like this new panel. This thing is hard to figure out like what's what anymore. Alright, so here we go. This is why I'm a little irritated. So I got the hard line running out to the shed. Come on. So about 99 down. See if we can actually switch over. And look at that. 33 up. There should be no lag whatsoever of me uploading to YouTube. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. Oh, so irritating. Anyway. Oh, so yeah. Well, I'm back. Still not feeling that great, but at least a lot better. Okay, so if I put my arms up, doesn't do as much white balance. There, let's see. Hey, there we go. I guess it's seeing my arm. I don't know. This stupid light right above the bench. I need to get it up on the ceiling, but yeah, as you can see, my incredibly messy desk with all the fixins. But yeah, just mainly trying to see if you know, the program's actually going to work. I can't get the second camera to work. I mean, look at this. Come on. Hey, look at that. It's pretty awesome, huh? Big green spot. And yet it was working like when I first turned on the machine. Oh, and of course, there it goes. Okay, so it was upside down. There we go. So there's the laser that I've been playing with. So I was kind of gonna show, but all right. And I told it to deactivate, go figure. And it finally now starts to work. Still can't get the overhead cam that's like right over there. I don't understand why it's like not even pulling it in. LifeCam Studio works great in Skype, but it doesn't want to work any other time. I have no idea why. The only thing I can kind of think of is the USB cable that I got going straight up to the roof line and then coming over because obviously it's short. Let me make it easier for you to see what I'm talking about. All right, so from the computer, I've got it going all the way up there to right by the plug, and then across, and then it's mounted right there. But like I said, it works fine in Skype. I just can't get it to work. Oh yeah, and if you're curious about the rest of the shop, so there's the back wall with the printers and the filament, the vaulted ceiling. There's the work desk. And then I've got the front with the internet cable coming in, my jerry-rigged electrical. There's the electrical box. Still waiting on the actual electrician to come in and tidy things up. And then I've got my spoil board of all the stickers collected from Murph. So I got to get another board for this Murph. So if you're going, by all means, swing by the table, drop off a sticker. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk around a whole lot, but I'm going to try. Oh, yeah. There's the, I don't know if it'll focus very well. There's the Can't Touch This MC. I want to do a version 2, but I got to get other printers to work first. So, yeah. My filament manager stopped working on me. Good times, good times. Found out that Octoprint apparently needs either version 15 or version 17 to allow, was it SciCop 2? It's a database background utility that the filament manager program uses, and apparently it doesn't work on version 16. They changed something that just doesn't allow it to work. So 1, 2, 3 of my Octoprints are all version 15, and then the order is on version 16. I've downloaded 17, I just haven't installed it yet because I wanted to get like one master image on, say, a 4 gig USB, so then I can just duplicate that to the others and I don't have to waste all the time. But you know, let's see, what else have I been working on? Oh, been trying to do, what is this stupid thing called? The Visual Studio Code with Platform IO to be able to do 32-bit, though I got that part down and I can make it compile. I don't have a 32-bit board right now. I've got one that's capable, I'm just not there yet. But I'm trying to see if it'll do 8-bit boards. And so I think I got a good hex file to redo the big delta in the back, but I don't know for sure if it did it. And right now I don't even know where it saved it. Isn't that awesome? Oh crap. Guess I gotta open up Visual Studio Code and figure out where I put it. Cool, Michael. I'm glad you're gonna be there. I guess reach out to me if anytime. Email's fine. If you ever have some time you want to work on your K280, because that's actually what I'm doing a new updated firmware for right now. So if you would like to work on it, I am perfectly fine with doing that. Try to help out wherever I can. I don't know. Okay, there's the firmware hex file. Let's copy that and send it. Paste. Okay. Minimize the studio. Ugh, it takes so much work to try to be like organized. But yeah. So, what's everybody else working on? I know I'm prepping for Murph time. And if you've been following around or worrying or curious, I did lock down a new job. However, I'm probably going to have to search for another one because it was a huge pay cut. A lot more than I realized, though. Just with the transition, at least it's something. But I'm not going to be able to sustain this job for a long period. It's way too much of a pay cut, so I'm gonna have to be on the hunt for something else already. Yay me. Alright, so let's start that flash. Okay. Why are you afraid, Michael? I mean, it's not like you're gonna kill it. I mean, you said, if I remember right, you said it didn't really work right? So, I mean, it can't get any worse. Wow, skip frames 99% over the last 2 minutes. That is retarded. High CPU usage or unsuitable encoder settings. Okay. Yeah, I need to start packing for Murph and everything else. Oop, it said Flash was successful. Alright, well, let's close that. Nah, it's not you. Apparently, even at 30 megs, Streamlabs doesn't know how to talk to YouTube very well. It's ridiculous. And I've tried XSplit. It doesn't like half of my cameras. I've tried regular OBS. It's a hit and miss. That's why I kind of stayed with Streamlabs, because I had to configure so much. Why? It's one camera. I guess let me hide that camera, see if maybe that helps y'all. I don't know. Alright, let's see, does this work? Okay. We'll do that. That way you can see what I'm doing. Alright. So first, it's home. Alright, that worked. Okay, terminal. Yeah, so all the other information is gone. Minus 16. Where did you get that? Son of a... I flashed the wrong damn firmware. Oh my gosh. What one was I working on? Crap. That one was supposed to be for the KLP. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I just did that. Okay, well. Back to the drawing board, I guess it is. Alright. See, I've been out of the game so long, I flashed the wrong firmware to the wrong printer. No, I don't want that. I want it over here. Okay. I feel dumb. Okay, which one is this? Is this the... Okay, so that's the template file. That's the one that I was having the problem with. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so side update. If you're trying to compile Marlin 2.0, now that it's been fully released, if you don't use the actual Marlin 2.0 and you go for the bug fix again, there are no examples anymore. They cut it out of the bug fix size or side of things so that you are kind of forced in this position of take the Marlin 2.0 and then copy the bug fix on top of that just so you get the extra pieces. I completely forgot that I didn't copy those files over. Man, it's like one thing after another tonight. So I guess you'll get to see firsthand me editing Arduino code for the K280. There, Michael. Yay. If you want. It's up to you. Alright. Compare them. Alright, what'd I miss? So I was rambling over here. Oh, Scott, they also have a printable spooling yoke that I saw before for that you can use the filament spools or the pre-made spool that they have on it, and it has a little hand crank so you can just wind it all on up. $40 spools worth? Holy moly, dude. Alright, which one is this? My K280 is showing KLP. How did I screw that up? I bet I did. Awesome. Okay. Back in my old folder. By old folder, it's just the one that I last used to run the current configuration that's on there now. Alright, so this is in the bug fix. This is not in the bug fix. I'm going to close that one. Need to open that. There we go. Now compare. Okay, there we go. Well, they do make it easier. It's just when you try to do like I do, where I go a little too fast and I try to do over organization, sometimes it doesn't work very well. Some of the stuff, I mean, we're just commenting out anyway. Some things transfer over, make sure it's all right. Should probably take that Patreon message off because I don't really have any content over there at all. One. There we go. And if you want, Michael Fox, I can send you all of this after I'm done. You know, we make it work on the machine because, like I said, this is what I use, and I get pretty good outcome from it. I mean, it doesn't seem to. The quality has actually been pretty nice. Nope, didn't want that. Most of this is my mouse. My mouse is not the greatest thing. All right. Yeah. That. Minimum power. Oh, that's already there. Okay. Let's do another quick compare. Everything line up again. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this whole section right now, this is the M600 that I add into basically every machine. And it works great, because then you only have to come in here and just say if it's a direct or Bowden. And then just verify the throat length, which is anywhere from, 25, 30. But then you just adjust here how long the Bowden is. Versus if it's a direct, then it says 0, so it only takes into account the throat length. And then that way when you hit your M600, M701, or 702 for your load and unload individually from your color change, then it knows how long you actually have to properly eject the filament, instead of like I see on a lot of them where they go 50 millimeters is good to go, even though the Bowden 2 by itself is 300. Then you're hitting purge more, purge more, purge more. It's ridiculous. think that's where I got in trouble last time. They're saying I needed to get rid of that calibration radius thing because it's no longer a thing. That's right. Okay, so I need to just take this whole section and go over that whole section. What's different on these? Oh, that's right. Hi, babe. Surprised you hopped in. Excuse me. Another probe. See, that's a new one that they added in right there, if you notice. Define nozzle as a probe. It's pretty cool that they added that in, though. Okay. No, don't define BL touch because I don't have that. I don't have any of the Allen keys, so I don't need to worry about that. There we go. Define. This was going to be my new. Let's see. It's because of the way they do the new probe thing. I had to. Oh crap! Change the rules when I wasn't supposed to. All right. Change nozzle. Nope. So I can actually do that. So I can publish all this and everybody be good. All right. Yeah. Probing. Redo. Scroll back down. Okay, there we go. Clearance. Well, it doesn't have to be all just me. If you guys want to share anything, by all means. Looks like the Autobot's almost talking more than you guys. I know I'm boring. It's okay. I don't take it personal. I'm only just coming back after a while, so you know. I'm gonna do 10 this time. See if it'll raise it higher so I can actually get that stupid probe out. Alright, fine. Okay. That one's always good. Yeah, alright. Whoa. Okay. Go there, position. For that one, I don't know why I use a -1. It don't seem to work on this one better. I'm gonna try it without the software in stops, since everything, the min is always in the or in the middle. See if that maybe helps out a different issue I've been having. Alright. I'm gonna do a run out later. Alright. At least it's an Autobot, not a Decepticon. I was thinking that, like, after I made it, I was like, oh, I could have had so much more fun with it. And create another whole account and make them, like, argue with each other. Give some hilarity to the channel, but never got around to it. But I do have a split family, so one of my sons is all about the Autobots and one is all about the Decepticons. It's hilarious. That is big. We'll do 9. Extrapolate beyond the grid. Alright, close to the end. define EEPROM. Let's see if this will actually. Let's see if it'll actually like introduce this label into the screen. I never checked it after the last time I did it, but since we're updating the firmware, I might as well. Zero. Just change that to 20. And yes, I like the Prusa style screen on these smaller screens. Looks kind of cool. Plus it also helps me to get used to the idea before my bear gets created. Hey, Carl. Long time no talk. Glad you could stop by. Okay, so the smart controller. Nothing else is named, right? All right, there we go. So this one, yeah, that's in the bug fix that I can compile. Good. I'll minimize that code for now. All right, and configuration H. I don't want the 2019 version. Oh, yeah, I do. No, I don't. That's the wrong window. Okay. Getting there, I'm getting there. See, you try to be organized and then you get yourself all confused. There we go. Alright, let's see what they've changed. This is the old, this is brand newest. Okay. Well, Carl, it's not that you've been keep missing my streams. I haven't done them in probably about 2 months because I've just been one medical weirdness after another. I mean, been having crazy hives since August, and then all of a sudden they just stopped. Thought everything was going good, and then I got the flu, and then got over it, and then like the very next day I got a massive ear infection, though it didn't hurt, but I could feel it. And then now, I mean, I still can't hear out of this ear very well, but everything else seems to be doing okay, except through that whole time that I was on or dealing with my hives, they gave me prednisone. So now I'm thinking there's a withdrawal from the prednisone because like all my joints hurt. I can't sleep very well. It's just been a mess, but I feel better today. I did get to sleep in quite a lot today, but still, I still don't feel quite right, but at least it's a lot better than it has been. So I'm hoping to kind of get back into these streams. Why is my screen going dead? Come on, you stupid thing. Can't exactly like finish. I think this laptop's dying, like, for real. If anybody wants to help me out purchasing a new laptop, I'm trying to see if the job will give me one. But then if I find a new job, I'd probably have to owe them back. Come on. Go to the different input, you stupid thing. Hold on a second. Let me go around to the backside. I don't know if that helped make anything better or not. Let's see, can I even... Yeah, they say depending on how long you've been on it, like, your withdrawal symptoms could take anywhere from like a few days to a year. And I was just like, ugh, that's not going to be fun. So Windows retardedly thinks, oh, now it thinks I don't have any other displays. So maybe it's just this monitor. It's having some weird issues tonight. It is an old monitor. I had it since I was stationed in Hawaii, so that would be, see, that was 2004 to 2008 when I got back from my deployment, but I had it before then. So I'd say probably about 2005 to 2006. So 14 years on this monitor. That's actually not bad when you think about it. Okay, it looks like I'm down to one monitor now. Okay. Anyway, let's try to get this quick. Alright, so the old and that's the new. Okay, I like the shorter time on that. Yeah, they added a whole new section. We'll leave the auto temp. Aha, there we go. My controller fan. I don't know which one that is, so I'm just doing 44 because that's what I do. Okay, yep, that's a new section. I'm not doing any stepper alignment. Default stepper, deactive time. 60. It's still turned off. This is scrolling. Timeout. Power loss is turned off. Okay. That's turned off. Four frames. We've added so many new features now that they've compiled a full 2.0. Pretty nice. Alright, baby step multiplicator. Okay. These steps. Total. And I wanted to adjust the probe. Okay. Turn off arc support. And I did, in case anybody was wondering with this G2, G3 arc support, I know it's default on a lot of things. Like you saw that it was already enabled. I talked with Scott Latine, Marlin guy, which I don't know why they haven't fixed it, but he said 90% of all the slicers right now for FDM printing don't even know how to write G2 and G3 arcs. Therefore, you'll never get that code. So why not free up, what is that, about that 3226 bytes, so 3000 bytes for other features, since it's never going to use G2, G3, and even like that G5. Like they don't know how to use them yet. So just I've turned it off and I haven't seen any quality go down. That's that one that I was talking about before, Scott. And if Josh from Alien 3D hops in, that's the one that I forgot on the other one that I gave him, was to turn that on. There's still a known, though they said they fixed it, but it still does it, bug. If you turn on baby stepping for a 4988 driver, and you don't change that to minimal stepper pulse of 2, then it will do a divide by 0 at some point when you try to turn the knob. I don't know how it does it, but it will, and then your whole machine will just, printer will lock up. So I just make it easy, just change it to pulse 2, and then it just works. And then you don't have anything to worry about. And this is all the data for the color change itself. And this is based off of some of the other parts we filled out earlier in my script. This calls some of that. And they changed the wording on a few of these lines in this newest version. All right, so there's all the excuse me, TMC. I need to learn that section soon. Yeah, see, Marlin has this set for spindle and a laser, but I need to go in there. Matter of fact, let me. Okay, come on. Why aren't you? Fine. click out of it. Go here. I'll read that later. Okay. I'm not doing anything with the spindle for right now. Changing any of that. Okay. Been trying this cancel objects, but I do the Octoprint one, but it's kind of nice to try to turn it on the printer and see how well and or how close it'll actually do. Okay, so that's all in configuration H. Go. All right. Yep, not a problem, Michael. Unless you've already gone. Well, it was only 2 minutes ago. Okay, so hopefully you're still there. All right, let's catch up. PC 2006. Well, the PC and the laptop are newer, but the screens are pretty much the last bit left from when I was stationed in Hawaii. And I mean, they kept working, so I was like, why replace them? But looks like this one is still being a butthead all of a sudden. Ah, come on, unplug. Power. There we go. Might have a spare 17-inch, yeah. Well, I got the TV mounted like right here beside me, so I can move the cable. Not this particular cable. I have to move a different cable over, but I mean, I can put it on the TV and just do 2 screens that way. Yeah, G2, G3 are definitely needed in CNC. Yeah, those type of slicers for lasers and CNC all can do G2 and G3, but they don't do it for FDM, which doesn't make any sense. No dwell or tapping in Marlin yet. You get random pauses. I take it dwell and tap are part of CNC functions. If they are, I haven't quite learned them yet. Alright, let's sketchbook. There's my 2020. Bug fix, Marlin. Okay. Alright, let's do a quick check. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Wonder how long it's been like that for you guys. So I'm telling it the right screen. It thinks it has a right screen. Still, I'm still over there. I don't even have the stupid thing plugged in. It should have taken it all, the whole system down to 1. Well, that's funny. Okay, well. There. Hold on, let me bring that back over so I can actually double check that it opened up the right one. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then version info, yes, bug fix. Yep. Oh, that's right, okay. Oop, I need to copy over. No, I don't. Let's see, that's right. There we go. That's the right one. Okay, copy that. reload. Fix encoding and reload. There we go. Alright. Now we'll bring that over. And compile. There we go. Okay. Well, I mean, I can manually make the printer do G2 and G3 arcs. I've done it, and that's what I was actually trying to make it do for my my startup. What you call it? My start G code. God, I can't talk tonight. But I couldn't get the dimensions right because the math is just like crazy. But I mean, I was able to like invoke it with no problems. But so I don't understand like why a slicer would rather break up, you know, a curve, which shouldn't take too much, to say, hey, this curve could actually be done by a G2 or G3 left or right a lot easier than say 70 lines of code for every little dot to make the curve piece. Like, I don't understand why, if it's processing everything else, why can't it just include that like that, you know? And if you're by default, Marlin will process a G2 and G3 and you can optimize it to, you know, do even better with that. But I mean, none of the slicers want to do it, which doesn't make sense, or at least not to me. All right, so we're still going good on the compile. All right, let's try and plug power back in, see if I can get this stupid screen working so I can see what I'm showing you. Yay, there it goes. Now I can see what I'm showing you. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to adjust the output layout of the whole screen again. The whole right side looks like it's getting cut off. Fun times. Ow. Yeah, it'd be nice if they did. I mean, I would hope that any of the Gerbil slicers for CNC and lasering would do it, but then again, maybe they're not even. I mean, CNC should, like a proper CNC program, like I'd say maybe like Mach 3. But some of the open source stuff that we're using now, like maybe even Laser Gerbil, I don't know. I don't know if it actually processes a G2 or G3 like curve, or if it does but it doesn't report it the same. I don't know. I mean, they said if you look at the history that Marlin was actually based off of Gerbil and then added more functionality, you know, in some different ways as well. So I wonder, you know, That should almost be like an inherent thing. So you'd think that the slicers would know that and just be able to incorporate it. Or you should be able to at least have a checkbox in your options that say, yes, enable G2, G3 calculation on curves or circles, you know, to see if, you know, maybe it gets a little bit better performance, smoother, you know, finish. I don't know. It would be nice though. So I guess my internet kind of balanced out. It says I haven't dropped or done anything in almost an hour. I don't know why the beginning of it is so crazy. Oh yeah, you're right. Could have swore it had some. Well, no, you're right. It is just a manual control in G-code reader. It's not a slicer. Well, it's a new program, so that's why I thought maybe it would have done it. Oh, CAD cam sound. Yeah. Okay. See, I'm still learning some of this stuff. Oh, and hey Scott, when I was compiling the one set of firmware for you through VS Code, I was getting all kind of crazy. Or excuse me, it was through IDE. I was getting all kind of crazy like errors for no reason. And then there we go. They changed something on the filament piece again, so I guess I still have an old function. Let's see what it says. Filament unload purge feed rate was not declared. Unload purge retract. Ah, see, that's the two new ones that they put in that I forgot about. Okay, so advance. I need to look for lead filament the best. Find. Come on. Wow, I didn't realize they used the word filament quite so many times. Okay. Filament unload purge feed rate. Why aren't you listed? Okay, let's check. Let me check another example. Generic. See if they put it in there. View, zoom, default, 1700. Okay, so pause park, retract, pause park, retract length, filament change, unload feed rate, Excel, length, pause, filament, unload. Ah, there we go. Filament, unload, purge, retract, delay, length. There's where the feed rate one is supposed to go, right there. Okay. Purge. Filament. Okay, what does this say? Suggested alternative. Unknown purge retract. Yeah, that's what I had. Okay. Let's re-verify. Now that we put that in there. Master Cam X3 for CNC mill and lathe. Well, I know it's not really in frame or you can see it easy, but the little 3018 CNC that CNX Tech sent me as a Christmas present, sitting on the floor right now. So I haven't had time to even get to it yet. I'm still so far behind on normal print jobs and getting the kids printer printed out. I still got all the frame. I got all the other parts done. I just got the frame or the extrusions that we're doing a printed frame for, because he harasses me about like every day of when is his printer going to be ready. So then he wants to know when his little printer that we made on stream that's been broken, when we're going to finish that. Just too many side projects. We'll get to them eventually, right? Scott, that is, yeah, some fuzzy PLA right there. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, if you're here and missing that, was it the Maker's 1440 stream about the donations collection for the Australian, I think it's the wildfire relief. I mean, I'm just playing around, so if y'all want to go see that. Oh, the CNC? No. I don't want to do the Iron Man frame on that, because that's just 2020 and 2040, but it doesn't have, like, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be rigid enough versus the 3018, like, already made. Well, not just the lead screw axle for the X, but I don't know. That one I was just wanting to do like as close to a Mark III as I could for as cheap as possible. But yeah, that's another project I haven't quite got to yet. And of course now I'm getting skip frames. Been fine like almost the whole time. My stream all of a sudden went from good to it's experiencing issues. Because I'm at 44% CPU while I'm doing this compile. You think an i7 would be able to handle it a little bit more. No, the boys don't get an Iron Man frame. They get their patriotic red, white, and blue Core XY ANET A8 converted printer, and then they've got that little, almost like a Trunksy X1 looking thing, that Centron POS that they decided to try to pull an illegal stunt with me, and I got them back for. So yeah, those are the kids' printers. They don't even ask to print them or use them at all. I mean, my son just wants his printed printer done because he wanted to show it off at Murph.